So definitely a cutter and definitely 6 from JC.
The DBS Morning News has been brought to you by Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League T20. See cricket played louder at CPL.
Good morning. This is DBS This Morning. I'm your host for today. My name is Candy, and it's great to have you here with us. As usual, we're waking you up in the know, so let's go to the news desk and see what's going on over there.
Good morning. A call has gone out for more transparency from governments when negotiating contracts with investors on behalf of citizens. The call comes from Leader of the Opposition and former Prime Minister Alan Shastney. During an appearance on DBS's Newsmaker Live, Shastney hinted at his intention to change the law governing contract disclosure if he is voted back into office. He thinks disclosing contracts will allow citizens to access clear and accurate information relating to government contracts.
I have understood in the past why there are, confidentiality agreements, particularly when it's in the beginning part of the negotiation. But certainly, if I was to get back into office, which I hope I do, I absolutely will change the law that on a signing of any contract, that we must make it public. And therefore, all the investors will know that these documents are going to be made public. I think that it doesn't benefit anyone by keeping them confidential, because people are always going to be suspicious anyway. So the harm is going to be done whether you show it, or the harm is going to be done if you don't show it. And I think maybe it will hold governments much more accountable, because knowing that it's going to be public, that they're going to have to negotiate what people consider to be a fair deal, and they're going to have to be able to come out publicly and to justify and support what they're doing.
Shastney is adamant that transparency is good not just for investors but also for effective public governance and development. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre says government will soon announce a livable minimum wage.
Which means that there's going to be a minimum wage, that people should not work for less than that. But we are in a market. And the reason why we are taking so long to do that, because we need to discuss with the Chamber of Commerce, we need to discuss with the Manufacturers Association, we need to discuss with all these people before we come up with a wage that is going to benefit everyone.
The Prime Minister was outlining government's measures designed to cushion the impact of the high cost of living at an SLP town hall meeting in Castries on Tuesday evening. Police news: the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, with the support of the United States Embassy and the Florida National Guard through the State Partnership Program, has embarked on a week-long exchange under the heading Human and Drug Trafficking Interdiction Subject Matter Expert Exchange. 31 law enforcement officials are expected to benefit from this exchange, which includes personnel from the Customs and Excise Department in St. Lucia. The National Housing Corporation, the NHC, will be moving to its new Chaussee Road location soon. Housing Minister Richard Frederick made the announcement at that SLP town hall meeting in Castries on Tuesday. He repeated the rationale for the move.
When the Prime Minister decided to bestow that portfolio upon me, one of the first things I told her, I am not leaving office unless NHC has its own headquarters. And so she took me around, and this is it right there. There will be a grand opening pretty soon. She took me around and she said, Mr. Minister, let us sell a piece of land. I don't know where we had land. She took me to the land that they made Roro about. And I want to say something tonight. I have never said it before, but I will say it tonight. I want to publicly thank Catherine Seelys, who was the one who initiated conversation with the buyer.
According to the minister, for over 13 years, the NHC has been renting its current offices at Sans Souci, accumulating millions of dollars in rent. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
And when we come back, we have an exciting few interviews for you. We're going to speak with the contestants of the Miss Teen St. Lucia pageant that's happening tonight. And we're also going to speak with Prophet Rodney Theodore about roots tonics and all that is good and natural. The Miss Teen St. Lucia pageant happens tonight, and there are 5 lovely young ladies who are getting ready for life and getting ready for pageantry. I spoke with them earlier today. Let's see what they had to say about the pageant. And welcome back to DBS This Morning. We have the pleasure of meeting the contestants of the upcoming Miss Teen St. Lucia pageant. And Shelby Louis, who's here with us this morning, is the founder. They're into their 2nd year of the pageant, and he's going to tell us what it's all about.
Well, this year's pageant is actually about our contestants being a bit more creative and innovative with their talent and also with the creative wear, which creative wear is actually a new segment. The theme for this year is creating a safer and healthier environment, escape from Earth. Now you may be wondering why I said escape from Earth in the end, right?
Yeah, no, trust me, we all want to escape from Earth, but go ahead.
Well, the escape from Earth part is actually meaning to be more creative and think out of space.
Okay.
So that means it gives them the liberty to do whatever that they want for talent, so that they will be able to express their feelings a bit better, and also for them to be a bit creative with their creative way.
Okay, so great. So let's meet your lovely contestants. So contestant number 1, what's your name and what should we know about you?
Okay, my name is Jikela Umi. I am contestant number 1, as we all know, the best. I am sponsored by Exclusive Pest Control, a company owned in Marisville. About me, I am very outgoing, fun to be with, and this pageant is a stepping stone for me because I want to get into modeling. So being here at this interview with you is just another way to bring out myself, and the pageant really helps me.
Okay, wonderful. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Yes, contestant number 2, what's your name and what should we know about you?
Hi there, my name is Serena Pompey. I'm contestant number 2. My sponsor is Miss Rejuvenation Spa, located in Crestland, Soufriere. Something the public should know about me is that I am a designer in the works, and you shall get to see some of my creation tomorrow night.
Oh, wonderful.
So stay tuned, because trust me, it's going to be mind-blowing.
So this is contestant number 3. What's your name and what should we know about you?
Hello, I am contestant number 3, Teresa Timet, Miss Explosive Mass. And something you should know about me, I have a keen interest in engineering and psychology. So I love the power of the mind, and I love creating and doing a little something extra. So I'm part of the girls who are doing a little something special for tonight. And you'll see something on stage, and when I step out, when you see it, just be like, she definitely did that.
Okay, wonderful. High five.
Yes.
So we're here with contestant number 4. What's your name and what should we know about you?
Hi, good morning, St. Lucia. 18-year-old Kishana Smith, Miss Ace Beauty Canada 2023. I have a strong love for the performing arts and pageantry, and I see pageantry as an avenue for self-development and self-expression. And so this is what has propelled me in participating in this year's Miss Teen St. Lucia 2023. So I urge everyone to come out and support me tomorrow night, August 25th. Support myself and the girls as we vie for the title of Miss Teen St. Lucia 2023.
Okay, lovely to meet you. Yes, and finally contestant number 5. What's your name and what should we know about you?
Good morning, St. Lucia. I am contestant number 5, 17-year-old Shante Mafre, proudly sponsored by Kane Motors. Something you should know about me is that I am very interested in the culinary arts. Come support me and my fellow contestants as we vie for the title of Miss Teen St. Lucia tonight.
And Siobhan here is the head chaperone who's been working with all of the ladies. Where can we find you guys tonight, and what are you most looking forward to as this show comes to a culmination?
Okay, so for the past almost 6 months, it's been an up and down situation with the girls. I've been practicing learning and growing as well. So tonight, and you will find us at the Grizzly, Human Resource Center at 8 p.m. Tickets are $75 regular and $150 VIP. But for sure, come to see talent, beauty, and of course intelligence on display.
Okay, thank you so much, Yvonne, and thank you, ladies. Where can people find tickets?
Tickets can be bought at Extra Shallow events in Castries or at SocaCize, also in Castries.
Okay, so you have all day to get your tickets, and if they don't have time throughout the day, I'm supposing
Pay at the door.
They can pay at the door. Okay, thank you, guys. We'll be right back. Prophet Rodnell Theatre has brought Jamaican culture and traditions to St. Lucia, and he's put his own spin on it. I'm sure you've seen him walking around the place. Let us talk to him about roots tonics and other natural health and wellness methods that he has brought into the St. Lucian market. And welcome back to DBS This Morning. This morning we're speaking with Prophet Rodnell Theatre. I've known him pretty much all my life because he's the brother of a cousin of mine. Some of you may know DJ Litchi. They're actually brothers, and you may have seen him around selling his roots tonics, among other things. He keeps coming out of new products. He now has a colon cleanse. So I thought he'd be a great person to speak with about that kind of stuff. You know, roots medicine, cannabis, and our journey to the legalization of cannabis, among other things. So hi, Prophet Theatre. How are you doing today?
Blessed love. I'm fine. And how are you?
I'm great. So you've been doing this for quite some time. I'm sure people see you walking around with your boxes and supplying people with these products and also educating them on these products. Now, as someone who's been to Jamaica a few times, I'm quite familiar with the whole roots tonic culture. And at first, you know, you look at these bottles and you think, but then you read the ingredients. And if you're anyone who's into natural medicine and, you know, you see the ingredients in there, on top of that, it's fermented as well, which gives an additional layer of benefits. How did you get into doing this?
Well, as you said, my visit to Jamaica in 2004, because actually when I converted to Rastafari in the fullness, I visited Jamaica a few days actually after I actually put on my locks. So when I started following the Rastafari tradition in that fullness, I kind of lay off alcohol beverages completely because I kind of liked my Guinness and my Campari before. So, but when I went to Jamaica, I went to Bobo Hill for the first time in 2004. They introduced me to roots, and I was kind of happy I got an alcohol beverage that was acceptable to Rastafari. You know, it was traditional. So, I mean, I visited there 6 times, and the last time I was there in between 2007 and 2010, I decided, oh, that's a great idea. At first, I was thinking of importing it to St. Lucia, but shipping from Jamaica to St. Lucia is quite expensive. So I decided I could go back home. We have a lot of ingredients and herbs around. I could formulate one and do my own product. So that's how I started.
Right, and I'm looking here at the ingredients. This has sorrel, which we know to be, you know, a drink we have around the festive season. But if you look into sorrel, you would be shocked at the benefits of sorrel or even hibiscus. It is from the hibiscus family, so sometimes when you see teas and it says hibiscus, they actually mean sorrel. It has wabade, it has gomye, woosh bark, cinnamon. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. What are some of the benefits of these ingredients?
Okay.
And how do they work synergistically to give us a boost of health?
Okay. Well, the ingredients I put in there to formulate this drink, it's really good for it's good for the stamina, good for detoxifying the blood, cleaning out the urinary tract, good for what we call the gas, you know, mucus, blood circulation, blood clots, and most importantly, increases the libido.
That's most important. Out of everything you just said, that is what's most important.
Well, for most people,
men or women, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So so basically, that's what it's about, that energy drink that and plus it has a little percent, as you said, it's fermented, so it has a small percentage of alcohol. So
And does it give you a boost? What, in my experience, it gives you a bit of a buzz, not to the point of feeling intoxicated, but
Yes.
you know, that slight happy buzz. That is my experience of it. But do you have people who get like?
Oh well, it's amazing. It only has approximately 4% alcohol, but for some reason I don't know if it's the herbs going into the blood. So for some people they find it very very intense. Like someone would tell me, I remember a guy, he says, I can drink an entire bottle of Duas, but I cannot have a bottle of this. and yet still some people would drink it and just be all right. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's the herbs in there.
Okay, all right. So the herbs, and then now you have a colon cleanse, and because of our modern lifestyles, like I hear people use the argument a lot that the body is meant to detoxify itself, and I keep trying to explain to them that is in a perfect world where you have no exposure to toxins, where you eat a perfect diet, where you drink the right amount of water every day. What motivated or inspired you to add a colon cleanse to your repertoire?
Well, it was in high demand. I actually started by selling someone. I used to promote someone's own, and a time I had a short supply of it because the person wasn't in it much at the time, and my customers were kind of demanding it from me. So I decided to formulate one, because even if people say that the body detoxifies itself, we have to remember that when we were growing up, we always got that purge, that lock at summertime, and our grandparents especially would have always given us that. So we know we need that extra cleanse to help clean up the walls and stuff like that in our intestines. So that being a great product, because many people need to have forgotten that tradition. So a lot of people are going around there, they feel uneasy and stuff like that. So one called me, a guy I sold to some time ago. He called and he's like, I used it and it really worked, because I had some pain and stuff, and after I took it, so a lot of stuff was backed up in me. I realized. So that's basically it when it comes to.
Well, as we wrap up, I just want to wish you continued success with your products. Just tell people quickly where they can find it. And
oh well, with the colon cleanser, you have to contact me personally, 486-3825. Besides me selling this, you could get it at Glass Supermarket, at the Marina, the Marketplace.
I think I've seen it.
So
Susie's
it's at Susie's Variety. It's around the island in most Plants Place, Southwell in Viewfort. So we kind of have it in almost every community.
Okay, you have a great
Yes.
distribution system for this
Right.
one. Okay, perfect. Well, looking forward to chatting with you again about the stuff that you're doing, and thank you for being here with us this morning.
Sure.
Okay.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's SocaCize session. Leading the wine is Sarah and myself, Shani. Let's get ready to flaunt with the SocaCize. This morning, we will be doing a Bacchanal warm-up routine. Let's get ready to flaunt with the SocaCize. Cross, cross, head. 4, 3, 2, and again. 2 more. Last one. Push back and twist. And hold it there. 4, 3, 2, push back. And hey. 4, 3, 2, squeeze. And 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it out. Hey! 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 up. Up, push. Awa, we're not doing it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Last one. Cross, knee. Hey. One more. Push. Ah. Hey. Hold it. Push, push. 4, 3, 2, squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, 1, hey. 4, 3, 2 up, let's go. We will. Oh no. Last one. Cross, knee. Hey. Last one. Push. Hold it. Take it up. Roll it. Push, push. Take it up. And squeeze it. Four, 3, 2, 1. Pop it out. Four, 3, 2, 1. That was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Have a wonderful day.
And this has been another episode of DBS This Morning. Thank you so much for your time and attention. My name is Candy. We'll see you next time, same place. Have a great day. Bye.
Definitely a cutter and definitely 6 from JC.
The DBS Morning News has been brought to you by Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League T20. See cricket played louder at CPL.